So my name is Rob Phythian, CEO of SharpLink.
So can you tell us a little bit about the C4 engine?
So the C4 engine is a software that we're developing from scratch, 100% owned code that is going to connect the audience with the bookmaker in a very contextual way, kind of like sticky ads. We know a little bit about you, we serve up an ad, prompts you to go over to make a bet. So that's it in a nutshell.
And how's this converting sports fans into sports bettors for the sports books?
The sports fans in the US are a little different than in Europe. We were raised on fantasy sports, very player-driven, player-centric type engagement for gaming, for cash. So when we built our US-based software, we made sure we connected to the US audience in a very player-centric, kind of granular fantasy sports way. So that is the trigger point to get over to the sports book in a different and unique way, other than for a $1 you can win $500 for a dumb banner or dumb ad. That's not us. So we're connecting to a user that might have Tom Brady on his roster, pulling the markets from BetMGM for Tom Brady and offering them in their environment contextually. And that's going to be a longer term way of converting, we believe.
How is technology kind of helping you change the game when it comes to sports betting?
People use the phrase big data and AI a lot. It means a lot of different things. But in our world, we really want to build a data lake of your behavior. And now that we know you maybe made a bet on the Minnesota Vikings, it's halftime, you're losing the first bet, but now we know, and we go back to the book and pull a second half bet. So that kind of intelligence is what we're logging, so that we have a record of the user and his behavior, the size of bets, the time at night he bets. Is he a parlay player, a straight bettor? Does he bet on players versus teams? All of that we're logging and then using to leverage the right offer at the right time.
And I know you've got quite an extensive experience of kind of building up and setting up companies, but SharpLink is your first public company. Can you talk us through the process for taking the company public?
Yeah, so first of all, our ticker symbol is SBET, SBET. We're on the NASDAQ. And it's been exciting. I keep surrounding myself with good people that have been in the public markets before. My CFO, my director of communications. So the team is getting stronger and stronger. And basically, if I can stay focused on driving the business, which is what I really want to do, the better off we'll be. So it isn't that different from running private companies like I have in the past. But there is the public element that I'm learning as fast as I can.
And you took part in a panel session yesterday. What would you say are the key takeaways for delegates listening in?
The key takeaways there is we kept using early days, nascent, DOS. You know, there's a lot of phrases for early innings. You've heard them all, right? They're true. I mean, if you really think about it, 30% of the United States can bet right now. Inside of that 30%, there's behaviors in those states that are still using the local bookmaker, going offshore. They haven't even come online in the states that are legal. And that could be over half the volume that's still not being accounted for. So when that comes online, which it will eventually, this is going to be a huge market.
And how have you found the event so far? We're on day 2, but have there been any highlights that stood out for you?
Yeah, well, we were talking before the interview, and I said every 5 steps I'm bumping into someone I want to talk to. So this is probably the best conference that I've attended in forever. So I mean, it's awesome. I didn't come last year, I wish I would, but it's well run and there's the right kind of contacts and people here that really make it worthwhile.